Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel, and on this channel I'm going to be dwelling majorly on the technical drawing aspect, especially for those taking engineering courses. This one is to help you and get a better understanding of how drawings are produced. And for this being our first drawing session, our first YouTube video, I'm going to show you first how to mount the paper on the drawing board. Okay, before we start, generally it is usually good for you to set the paper on the drawing board. So for me, the method I usually use, take my T-square and align it to the far edge of the drawing board and make sure that it's tightly fixed on the drawing board. Then draw a thin line on the drawing board. This one is going to help to guide my paper so that when I'm mounting, I know that my paper should not go past this line. So we are going to mount the paper on the drawing board, and what I have here is just a roll of masking tape which is going to help me mount my drawing paper on the drawing board. The reason as to why we are mounting this paper on the drawing board is that this one is going to help us to make sure that all our lines that we are going to draw are going to be at right angles or horizontally or plumb, to say so. So basically I usually like to start with the right corner, bottom right corner of my drawing paper. Stick the masking tape on the far edge of my paper, then align my paper with the line that I made, and then stick the masking tape onto the drawing board. Then I line the other side so that the edge is in line with the line that I initially drew earlier. So this is what we have. Once you have these the 2 points firmly fixed, I can now move to my top edge of my drawing space and mount the top and the other top side of the paper. Okay, now somebody else might want to make sure that his paper is firmly secured, so he'll decide to have masking tape on the mid part, but it's not really necessary unless you don't trust your masking tape that much. That is when you are going to do that. So for this drawing, for this video of today, I'm going to show you how to draw an object in 2-point perspective. So for the 2-point perspective, what you usually have is an horizontal line. This is our horizontal line, and then you usually have 2 vanishing points. Let's say my first vanishing point is at the far edge of my paper, and my second vanishing point is on the other edge of my drawing paper. So basically, this means that as my object approaches these other vanishing points, you are basically not going to be able to see anything. Okay, we can now start. Now we can go back for drawing the vertical lines. For this one, I'm just going to draw just a simple box sketch in 2-point perspective. So basically what you do, just draw a vertical line, one vertical line first, using a faint pencil. Then you can decide to draw all the 3 at first, but for me, what I basically like to do is just draw one first, then mark the top where I want the top of my box to be, and the bottom where I want it to be. For this other part, I'll join the bottom to my vanishing point, to the second vanishing point that I made, using faint lines. Then join the top, to the vanishing point that I made. Then I can decide, I'll decide to join the other top to the other vanishing point. Then join the other one, the bottom of the line that I drew, the vertical line that I drew, to the vanishing point that I had initially marked. The next step, we can draw the other vertical lines. The other vertical line that we are going to have, we align our T-square on the edge of the drawing board, then align our T-square, our set square on, make it slide on the T-square, and draw another vertical line, and then slide it again and draw another vertical line. At this stage, we are already starting to see that our box is coming out, but somebody might want to add something, maybe a little bit on the other box. So maybe we are going to add something to make it protrude maybe a little further than the original box. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend the line, the first line that I initially joined to the vanishing point. I'm going to extend it further, and then take another point, the other point, and join it. Remember that my origin is from this other, the left edge of my paper, so that is what I'm just trying to do, and I have that point. So let's say that we have a box on top, another box on top of the box, the initial box that you had already drawn. So let's say that this box of ours is slightly larger than the original, than the one that you originally drew. So that is where it goes. So to get the edge, we are going to see the bottom of this box. So where this line intersects, the line that is coming from the vanishing point to the vertical line that we've just drawn, where they intersect, we join that point to the other vanishing point to get the other side of the box, that is on top of the one that we drew earlier. So we join it up to the other line that is there. Excuse me a bit. Then we'll draw another vertical line at this point of the intersection here. At this point of intersection, we are going to draw another box. Let's say that this box is this high. So to get how far it has to go, we just join this one to this vanishing point, the point that I've marked there, to that vanishing point. So I'm going to join the 2 points to my vanishing point. This is my vanishing point. Make sure that your line is a little bit faint, because you have not started drawing the outline of our box. So this is just how to go through this. Then say that this other box is there, they flash on the edge, the other edge, that way. Then join the vertical, the point of intersection, this point of intersection, to this vanishing point. That one will give us the other side of the top box that we've just drawn right now. As at now, you can't see clearly because I'm just using faint pencil, but since I'm going to start outlining my drawing, this is what we are going to see. We are going to have a 3D image, somehow 3D image of what I've been trying to show you. So this is what you are going to have. This one gets back here, and this one goes from the bottom here to this top here. Then I have this other point. I think there is a problem with this. Let me just adjust it. Then I'll have this. And then I'll have this. So basically what is now remaining is to draw the sides of the box that are visible, that we are going to see. From the vanishing point, we just join the lines. These lines that we initially drew earlier, these lines are for just guiding us. So these are the lines that we are just joining to make our image come into a real 3D image. Full 3D image. Full 3D image. So this is the image that we are supposed to see, and this other part that I'm forgetting, this is basically for 2-point perspective. This is how the drawing is done.